We gather here not to cast judgment, nor to dwell on shame, but to reflect, with reason as our guide, on a matter that deserves our attention. It is through reflection and self-mastery that we cultivate virtue, and it is virtue alone that leads us to a life of harmony and strength. In this pursuit, we must address the impulses and distractions that weaken our spirit. Among these is the habit of self-indulgence, a practice that may seem harmless in the moment, but quietly erodes the foundation of our discipline. Why then should we cease? Let us consider the reasons through the lens of wisdom and rationality. First, it is a matter of self-control. The one who is ruled by desire is a slave, not to any external force but to his own passions. True freedom lies in mastery over oneself. When we surrender to every fleeting impulse, we become like leaves tossed by the wind, directionless and fragile. But when we resist, when we stand firm against these urges, we strengthen our will. And it is the strong will, the disciplined mind, that shapes a life of purpose. Second, there is the question of energy, that vital force within us which drives our ambition, our creativity, and our pursuit of greatness. Every act of self-indulgence drains this energy, leaving us depleted and unfocused. Ask yourself, do you wish to spend your days in a state of weariness, your mind clouded and your spirit dulled? Or do you seek clarity, vigor, and the ability to meet life's challenges with unwavering resolve? Third, we must reflect on the dignity of our nature. We are endowed with reason, the highest gift of the cosmos. When we allow ourselves to be led by base desires, we diminish this gift. But when we elevate reason above passion, we live in accordance with our true nature. In this alignment, we find peace, not the fleeting pleasure of indulgence, but the enduring satisfaction of a life well lived. Finally, there is the matter of time, our most precious and irreplaceable resource. Every moment spent in the grip of desire is a moment lost to growth, to learning, to love, and to service. Imagine how much more you could accomplish if you channeled this time and energy into your aspirations, how much closer you would come to wisdom and excellence. The call to stop is not a call to deprivation, it is a call to abundance. It is a call to reclaim your strength, to sharpen your mind, and to cultivate the virtues that lead to a life of meaning. Let us rise above our impulses not because we despise pleasure, but because we cherish something greater, the serenity that comes from self-mastery and the freedom that arises when we rule ourselves. The one who is ruled by desire is not free. Though he may believe himself to act by his own will, in truth, he is bound, not by any external force, but by the chains of his own passions. It is this quiet enslavement that we must recognize if we are to live with strength and wisdom. For what is freedom if not the ability to govern oneself? And what is self-governance if not mastery over our desires? When we indulge every fleeting impulse, we surrender our authority. Each time we give in to the call of temporary pleasure, we reinforce the idea that our desires must be obeyed. Over time, this becomes a habit, and a dangerous one. Habits shape character, and character shapes destiny. A life spent in pursuit of immediate gratification leaves little room for growth, discipline, or true achievement. We become like a ship without a captain, drifting wherever the winds of desire carry us, never reaching the shores of purpose. But consider the alternative, the life of a person who stands firm against such impulses. Each moment of restraint is a victory of reason over passion, of strength over weakness. Every time we choose not to indulge, we sharpen our will. And the will, like any muscle, grows stronger with use. In this way, self-control becomes a source of power, a foundation upon which we build resilience and clarity. It is not a question of denying ourselves joy, but of choosing a deeper, more enduring form of it. The pleasure of self-indulgence is brief and often followed by regret. But the satisfaction of self-mastery, of knowing that you have acted in accordance with reason and not compulsion, brings a lasting peace. It allows us to hold our heads high, knowing that we are the authors of our own actions, not their slaves. We must ask ourselves, who do we wish to become? A person ruled by fleeting desires cannot achieve greatness. It is the disciplined individual, the one who endures hardship and resists temptation, who rises above the ordinary. By cultivating self-control, we prepare ourselves for life's challenges. We become steady, unshaken by circumstance, and capable of meeting difficulty with courage and wisdom. Let us remember that every act of restraint is an affirmation of our strength. It is a declaration that we value our higher nature more than momentary pleasure. And in this, we find true freedom. Not the freedom to indulge every whim, but the freedom from being ruled by them. Thank you.